webinar of the gvSIG Festival, or the second day of the gvSIG Festival. The presentation is gvSIG Online, the solution for spatial data infrastructures on open source software, and it will be given by Cesar Martinez, who is he studied computer science engineering. He's software engineer in Schoolab and gvSIG Association. So if you have any doubt about the project or any question, you have the chat tab at the right side. You can ask whatever you want about gvSIG Online or about gvSIG project in general. And me and Alvaro Angix and me will be answering the questions. If you have any problem with video or with audio, you also can ask in the chat and we will try to solve the problem. So, Cesar, whenever you want.
Thank you, Mario. Good morning. Well, at least here in Barcelona, good morning. As I am Cesar Martinez, and I will present this new product of gvSIG Association, which is gvSIG Online. I will structure the conference on two parts. On the first part, we will make a general introduction to the software, and then we will do a demo, a live demo of the product. Let me share my desktop to see the presentation, and then we can start. Okay, I think it's working. So gvSIG Online is the free software solution for spatial data infrastructures. How will we define it? It's a comprehensive platform for the implementation of spatial data infrastructures. It's a fast and powerful solution for setting up the infrastructure required to efficiently manage spatial data in an organization. It allows organizations to easily share geographic information on the cloud, very easily create maps, applications, all thanks to an intuitive and powerful management dashboard, which is the strongest part of gvSIG Online. It makes it easy to publish and share the information and to manage it. It has different components, spatial databases, geoportals, mobile apps. It has integration to desktop GIS, which makes an integral solution for a free and interoperable SDI solution, and of course is 100% free software. And what's the origin of this product? Well, the gvSIG Association has been offering consulting services on the creation of a spatial data infrastructure for some years now. And it has become an international reference on the provision of services for implementation of SDIs using free software. And with all these projects, we have got a good know-how because we have worked with national organizations, with regional governments, with local governments, with NGOs, big companies also, and all this experience has made us to create a product that makes easy for an organization to set up an SDI and to maintain it. And this is gvSIG Online. It's like the distillation of all these experiences. And why gvSIG Online? most organizations have some kind of special information, and they use it and they manage it, but they don't have a special data infrastructure. Most of them don't have it. So they cannot efficiently manage their information. Moreover, there are some products for creating special data infrastructures on the cloud, but they create a technology dependence. They are expensive products. We know what products we are talking about, with some extra nuisances, like maintenance costs, restrictions on the number of users, on the number of downloads, the number of layers you can publish, and also it requires very qualified experts for managing the special databases, the map servers. And gvSIG Online transforms these problems in solutions, tries to improve the situation by providing a solution that breaks this technology dependence, because it has this AGPL license, the Affero GPL license, which is similar to the GPL but applied for cloud software. It's an inexpensive solution with no extra nuisances, so it has no restriction on the number of users or in the number of layers. It's fast to implement on an organization. It can be almost implemented in day zero. It's simple to use and intuitive for users, and it comes with 2 implementation options, which may fit different kind of clients. It can be installed on client servers, which is what we call in situ installation, and it can be installed as software as a service, which means that gvSIG Association will do the maintenance and the installation in our own servers, and the client doesn't need to worry about installation or managing at all. And gvSIG Online has all the advantages of a spatial data infrastructure. It provides easy access to information. Information becomes available exactly when needed. Information is always up to date, because there is people is not maintaining different version of the same layer on their own computer. Everything is on the servers. So it also avoids information duplicities. It provides interoperability, because we use these OGC standard protocols, which ensure that you can access the information from the web, but also from any interoperable client software like desktop GIS solutions. It has also user and role management to decide which information should be public, which information should be only shared with some specific users or groups in the organization. It allows to create very quickly new job portals, which can be public or private. And it has some additional modules. Well, as it is free software, we can also extend it when an organization needs some additional module. For instance, we implemented the catalog integration, which is using GeoNetwork, because it was required by one of our clients. We also implemented in this way support for raster temporal series of data, an application for managing warning. Well, we'll see an example later. And it has some additional advantages. It optimizes the data management of the organization, but it also for public institutions, it makes the organization to observe the law, which well, in all the countries of the world, some laws are arising for public access or transparency. We have them in Spain, and we have them in Europe, and we have them, I think, now in most of the countries of the world. And gvSIG Online is also a suitable solution for smart cities. Well, if you don't know the concept of smart cities, it's applying information and communication technologies to improve the quality of life of citizens and the city management. But we think that the smart cities are only possible if they don't provide captive services, meaning that they should warrant interoperability, and they should use standards for achieving this. And we think that SDIs can serve as the basis for building smart cities, because more than 80% of the information related with cities has an implicit or an explicit location, and SDIs are an efficient way to manage this information and to make it available for building solution on the top of it. So we think gvSIG Online is a great solution for smart cities. And who is using already gvSIG Online? Well, it is a young solution. I think now it's like, well, less than 1 year old, but we have already implemented it on the IUCN, the International Union for Conservation of Nature, in the Mexican Secretary of Tourism, also in the Spanish Cultural Heritage Institute, also in Larnaca Famagusta District Development Agency in Cyprus, in the Firefighters Consortia of Valencia Province. You see quite different kind of organizations, and we have also recently implemented it on Aguas de Valencia, which is a water management company that has implemented it to share water information with municipalities. And if I want gvSIG Online, what should I do? So please contact gvSIG Association, and we can tell us your needs, tell us what you want to achieve, and we will make a proposal on how we can implement it on the most suitable way for your organizations. And we also have some official integrators, which are people that are working with the gvSIG Association for some years now, and they are providing more close contact to some clients, and so we have them in Mexico, in Peru, in Comunidad Valenciana, and in Catalonia also. And well, now we are going to the demo part of the presentation. We will see the product in some videos that we have prepared. And well, this is the welcome page of the product. Oh, I have a problem. This is the welcome page of the product. We can with full screen. Well, it's okay. We can select the language of the software. For the moment, it's available in English and also in Spanish, but it can be translated to more languages. Then we have on this welcome page the access to some relevant parts of the product, the public viewer, the public viewers, which we'll see in some seconds, some interoperable mapping services, OGC services, WMS services, WFS service, WCS, which are published on the platform. Then the metadata catalog, which is based on GeoNetwork, and then additional application that can be integrated, like this warning tool for managing citizen feedback for municipalities, and using a mobile application. And now we are going to see the public viewers. These are we call it applications, but are close to the concept of a project on a traditional GIS application, or you can just think on it about a thematic map. You can set as many public or private thematic maps as you want, and the ones that are marked as public will be available from this main welcome page for all users accessing the platform. So we are loading now one of these applications. You see on the left part you have this layer tree, which is organized on layer groups, which group thematically related layers, like for instance in this example, infrastructure layers, administrative ones, hydrography layers, and yeah, we'll see now in detail the tools of the viewer. We are going to log in on the platform. Now we see not only the public application, but all the applications that are visible for our user. As we are administrators, we have access to all the applications on the platform, and as also we are administrators, we have access to this administration menu, in which we can create new application or publish new information. We are going to show now the public application in detail to see the tools of the viewer. As we said, on the left we have this layer tree. On the right there is this locator, and then or overview, and then this toolbar on the top right of the screen. On the then we can of course set which layer we want to be visible or hidden. We have the concept of external layers, which are layers which are published by other institutions, and we can visualize them here, like this photograph from the Spanish Geographical Institute. Then for each layer we have some options, we can show the metadata of the layer, which is will be visualized on GeoNetwork. Then we have an attribute table for the layer. This will show all the records on the layer, and we have well, we have pagination in case they don't fit all on the screen, and then we have some filtering. For instance, we are searching now for all the roads that are named AP7, which is a big motorway in Spain, and it shows us all the segments that are labeled with this AP7. Then we can select one of them, and we can zoom to the selected geometry. We see them in yellow and orange, and well, we have also transparency tools, opacity tools, which can be useful sometimes to see what is behind a polygon layer or a raster layer. And then we have an information tool. If we click on some of the geometries, we'll see well, the coordinates on the center of the screen, and then on the left we see like a fact sheet of the geometry, the feature. We have also a different kind of information tool, which is our buffer or radius search. We specify a point, and then, for instance, here 40 kilometers radio, and we see all the geometries that are on this area, and we can zoom to each of them individually. And yeah, we hide now these tools. Yeah, we are also we also have some search tools. We will demonstrate them now. Also, yeah, this legend tab, it's showing the legend of the visible layers, and yeah, we have this 3D view. It's integrated on the viewer, so you can see the two-dimension view or the three-dimensional view, and you can move in the globe in this 3D view, which can be very useful for some kind of information. And yeah, I'm going to go to the search part. Yes. We have come back to the 2D view. We are searching for Valencia Harbor now. It shows in the center the marker or when it is, where it is, and we can zoom on the result, and then we have some measure tools. We can measure lines, so distances, and then we can measure also areas. And we are measuring now the harbor of Valencia in Spain. You click on all the points that form polygon, and you get the area of it. And then we also have some reporting tool which can be used for print. You choose a title for the report, and then it creates a PDF file that you can share or print or whatever you want to do with it. And this template could be customized for client requirements. Then we can also search for coordinate. Using coordinates, you can choose the projection in which the coordinates will be provided. And for instance, I'm searching here for my home village, Segorbe. You see how it zooms to it, and then you can also get your current position, which is where I am now. And I think this is more or less what the viewer can offer. Well, you can also see details about the user. You can access here to the administration menu. If you are administrator, you can change the application, change your password, or log out of the application. And we are showing here how you can use external layers. Well, or also can be done. This can be also done with normal ones, but we are going to show it with external layers from the Spanish Geographic Institute. We are accessing the cadastral information. We are seeing the parcels here, and we can use our information tool to get information about one specific parcel. And as the tool will show any link that is present on the geometry result, it's a clickable link, so you can access to the actual information on the cadastral system, so outside of gvSIG Online. In this case, you see the code of the parcel, and you can get all the information like the area and the legal classification. And now we are going to demonstrate the administration menu. This menu is where you have to access to manage users, manage applications, services, the symbology, or additional applications that can be installed on gvSIG Online. Then we are going to create one application, and now this is the menu for application management. We see on the left these applications, maps, and table of content configurations. In here we can create new applications, new maps, or delete existing ones, or modify their properties. The maps define an area and zoom. For instance, here we are defining a map for Spain, so we focus it on Spain. And then we are creating an application. We will call it webinar application, and we select the map of Spain that we have created. Then we can select an image if we want, and we can set up if it will be public or not. Then we can select which user groups will be able to access the application. This is useful when it's not marked as public, because then it's only available for the groups you select here. And then you select which layer groups will be available on the application. In this way, you configure which layers will be in each application, so you don't have you can have very different thematical maps. It allows you to configure very quickly and in a simple way a new application. Now we are going back to the application list and go to our webinar application that we just created, and we load it, and we'll see that it has all the layer groups that we have selected on the application configuration. Of course, this is information that we have previously configured and symbolized. Then we are going to see services, how to publish new information. In this services menu, we have the workspaces, which are used to manage and to keep information together and to create an OGC endpoint in which you can access this information and group in the workspace. Then you have the data stores, which physically store the data on the server. It can be a Postgres database or a raster file or save file. Then you have layer groups. As we said, they keep thematically layers together on the layer tree of the application. You can filter on all these administration menus. For instance, we search for infrastructure, we see this layer group, infrastructure. Then you have the layers and external layers that we have already explained, that are externally managed application layers, such as the one as the Spanish Geographical Institute that we have configured here. We are going to import a layer now. This means that we are going to select from a data store, in this case a Postgres database. We are going to publish one layer on gvSIG Online. So it means that we already have some layers on the database, but they are not published on gvSIG Online, and we are selecting it. In this case, it's a municipality layer, so we include it in the administrative layer group. We can write an abstract, which will be available on the GeoNetwork catalog, and then we can set the permissions if it will be readable or writable for some groups. If we don't set no permissions, then it means that the layer will be public, so will be accessible for non-login users. So we see here that we have it published already. Now we are going to upload one vector layer, which is a different way. So in the previous example, we have published a layer on gvSIG Online, but this layer was already on gvSIG on PostGIS. But now we are going to publish one layer which is on our local computer and is not on the server. We can do this with different formats, vector layers and some raster layers, and also time series of rasters. In this case, we select the PostGIS vector data store. We select the file to publish. In this case, is railway stations. We can create the table or overwrite if it's already existing and we want to replace it with the new one, or also append to add additional records to an existing layer. In this case, it must have the same fields and field names and field types. So yeah, we select the name of the layer and title. The title is the human visible description of the layer, while the rest, the name is like internal representation, internal code. We select the encoding of the save file that we are uploading, and then the coordinate reference system, the projection, and yeah, we upload it, and then we see the permissions again. Read permission, write permission, we already explained, and we have already published it. Then we are going to demonstrate how we publish a temporal series of rasters. We are selecting a zip file containing all the rasters. Each raster must have a specific name with the date on the name. We select the title, the layer group, and then a regular expression, a pattern which is related to this nomenclature of the date on the file. And then we publish it, and then when it's published, we can see it on the viewer. This is the rain in Spain for January 2014, but as it's a time series, we can change the date, and for instance, we are going to see now the rain on June, which is different obviously from the one on January. Then we are going to, for the symbology options, we have quite a lot of symbology tools. The most basic one is the unique symbol legend, which assigns a unique symbol for all the geometries on the layer. We can have a symbol like a circle and a square, or a marker, which will be an image. For instance, we are now changing from our circle to a square, and we are selecting the color, the size, and we have this preview window that we have seen the square applied. We can also set up a border, and we have select now a cross, and we see slightly the border, and then we are going to show the marker option. As we are editing the symbology of an airport layer, we are going to choose an image of a plane. We can upload a new image or use an image that is already on the server, and we also have a library of already existing symbols. But in this case, we are creating this new symbol with the plane, and we see the result here. We save it because otherwise it's only on the preview window, and then we see it on the viewer. And then we can also compose symbols, meaning that you can choose, for instance, one circle on one color, then another circle on another color, and the resulting symbol is the composition of all these symbols, which sometimes produces very interesting results. Like here, we are showing like three circles, one on the top of the other with different radius, and we are using red, white, and blue, and you see the result here. and we save it and reload the viewer, and yeah, we enable the layer and we see the result. Then we also have this unique value legend. We are using the reverse layer now. We have seen that it was not very very well displayed with all the rivers, so many rivers with the same width. So we select unique symbol, meaning that each category of river will have a different different stroke and color. So yeah, we advance like thicker stroke for more important rivers. So we have it, and yeah, we go to the viewer and we see the result here. Then we also have the library symbol we already said. Then we can also load some SLD legend. Well, I'm going to skip this because we are going out of time now. And then we also have charts. I'm also going to show it very quickly. Yeah. Then finally, let me show you the new version of gvSIG Online, because we have been demonstrating with gvSIG 1, with gvSIG Online 1, but we are working on the version 2, in which we are refactoring a bit the menus to make it a bit more intuitive, because with the experience of the version 1, we have realized that some improvements can be done. This is the viewer. We have changed a bit the layer tree. You can now reorder the layers directly there in the layer tree by dragging, or also using these up and down menus. Now, if you click on layer metadata, you will see the description of the layer and the catalog. And if GeoNetwork is configured, you will get a link also to open GeoNetwork. Then, well, there is also a search. Let me jump because we are running out of time. But you have this integrated search on here on the top of the screen, and then I'm going to show very quickly the administration menu. You see that now we have on the left and all the dashboard integrated, so you don't have to go in and out as in version 1. You have services, application, everything on a single screen, which makes much faster to administrate the SDI management. And well, I think we are really now out of time, so you already you have got a feeling about how is gvSIG Online 2. I think I will not go into more details. So please, if you have any questions, ask in the chat, and we'll try to answer if we have some time. Mario?
Yes, Cesar, thank you very much for your presentation. Very complete and very clear. There are two questions. I'm going to answer the first one, and I will do the second one for you. First one is if gvSIG Online is available from official Ubuntu repo. So gvSIG Online is a platform with several open source software, for example, GeoServer, PostGIS, etc. So it's not available in Ubuntu repository. You need to install and configure several applications, and this is the service that the gvSIG Association is offering at this moment. And the second one, Cesar, if gvSIG Online can be translated to other languages.
Yes, it can be translated. I think if someone is interested on translating it, you can contact the association and we can manage it. We don't have, for the moment, like a platform for doing it, but I mean, the application is prepared to be translated to other languages using these PO files, which are common in open source project translations.
Okay. And the other question is some participant wanted to see a demonstration of the existing cases about gvSIG Online. So at the blog of gvSIG, there are several, if you select the tag gvSIG Online, you will see several projects, existing projects, and they are successful cases. They are, you can find these projects at the gvSIG blog and at the last gvSIG conference, the 11th gvSIG conference. There are several presentations with demonstrations of these projects. So at this moment there isn't any other questions. So thank you very much, Cesar, and thank you all the participants. And we are going to start the next webinar in 10 minutes, about 10 minutes. So thank you very much, Cesar.
Thank you very much to all the assistants. Thank you, Mario.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.